surgical team stands at the edge of a delicate moment inside the National Cardiothoracic Center, not on a make-or-break mission, but on a profound journey of hope. Their task is as tender as it is urgent: to help the heart of a 3-year, 10-month-old boy beat as it was always meant to, for the very first time since he entered this world. His name is Delshad Adiku Alukuri.
That's an enemy. The Adenoco Green Government Hospital. I'm a more refer by Confanochi. To Confanochi, one almost refer by Kolebu. The Abba now must say, when ya Yaremi, a double right ventricle, not PDA.
Delshad has a complex heart problem. He has 3 holding heart conditions. In addition, there's one vessel that carries blood from the heart to the lungs. That is narrow. He's not been growing well. He's not able to eat well. He's not growing well. He cannot play with his peers. He cannot study. He doesn't have the energy that a normal toddler has. And if you look at his weight, he's falling quite behind what is expected. So generally, the whole body is not doing well.
Correcting each of these delicate defects now rests in the skilled hands of the surgical team, led by the director of the National Cardiothoracic Center, Dr. Kwao Nsuamensa. For a child his age, Delshad should have worn the fullness of strength and a soft, healthy roundness. But instead, his frail frame quietly tells the story of an illness that has taken a heavy toll on his young life.
Na the Irohoni or how Bapa 157,500 Ghana cedis. None almost see in Tiana or Mufanya surgery. In fact, near to Tiania and Toby.
For a teacher earning an average of 5,000 cedis a month, this daunting sum stretches into a lifetime of sacrifice. 2 years and 7 months of earnings. A journey that would demand of Mr. Alukuri an almost impossible devotion to live, yet not touch a single peso of his own sweat for all that time.
The treatment of these conditions are expensive. If you look in the setup in the theater here, you need at least 10 doctors and nurses to be able to conduct one operation. We have the heart-lung machine and then the sets. Everything is completely disposable. It is single use. Anesthesia machine, temperature regulation, bed warmer, so many things. And none of it is made in Ghana. So it's a very expensive undertaking. After here, he's going to be in intensive care, mechanical ventilation for a while. But he will remain in intensive care for a couple of days. And being a small child, there are a lot of medications that we have to give to support the circulation, support respiration, and support all the systems. And because of that, most people cannot afford the cost of this surgery.
Now, was on swear, because you are crying, imagine me new feel crana, asa. Tina bed, pa, Messa won't call out me from Tina heading pa.
At the brink of despair, when life hung by a thread, hope arrived through the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. His doctor took a chance, applied, and against all odds, it was approved, giving him a second chance at life. The 50-case pilot became a savior.
Joanna, I'm afraid, oh, my tears can be young papa, or moment is surgery. In fact, your tears are under Sadano, and a year by Pa Chifu, the beer, Payana, Mibama, my pain surgery. Yakupon want to income, no man, I did not find you, manage my panosaurian, one to us. Now, Miss Cosson, so as I say, almost a boy for no more so. Buan, Omuiska de Buano, Omukoso Amwa, na, or the year Mascano, or fat 1 year and 5 years before.
And that's why we thank the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. They have sponsored 12 cases in all that we are doing within this month. And it's a game changer. Look at this boy. Without this surgery, the future is bleak for him. Ability to grow well, go to school, get a good education, get employment, raise a family, it's not going to be possible. But once we're able to repair this defect, restore the heart to normality, then he can look forward to a normal life expectancy like any child of his age.
There are no more barriers. Hope now stands where fear once lived. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund has cleared the path. The surgery fully covered. The theater ready, waiting. Final checks are done. The moment has arrived. With trembling hands and a heavy heart, a father lets go, placing his beloved son in the care of the medical team. No words can carry the weight of this moment. Only silent prayers rise. This is the edge of everything. Delshad must come back alive. It is a complex procedure.
Complex because typically most people have one wholly heart condition, but he has an interventricular septal defect. He has an atrial septal defect. He has a patent ductus arteriosus, and he has a valvar pulmonary stenosis. So these are 4 conditions to repair for a small child, for a small heart. It's quite a complex and a tasking task. We'll go ahead and do it.
And they are doing it now. Delshad has been placed under general anesthesia, so he's deeply asleep and pain-free. The surgeon now makes an incision down the middle of the chest and separates the breastbone to reach the heart.
We have the next 4 to 6 hours to do this, and I'm sure that by God's grace we'll do it successfully.
He has now been placed on a heart-lung bypass machine, an extraordinary system that gently takes over the vital work of both heart and lungs, sustaining the flow of oxygen-rich blood throughout his body. In this delicate phase, the surgical team must proceed with utmost precision, ensuring a constant and stable circulation as the heart is carefully brought to rest and emptied, making way for the life-saving repair. The repair is now underway with meticulous precision. Working through one of the heart valves, the lead surgeon carefully reaches the defect, larger openings that demand delicate handling. Each is being patched using the boy's own tissue, a process that requires absolute focus and control. In this pediatric procedure, every movement counts. Sutures finer than a strand of hair are placed with exacting care, and the tension of each stitch must be perfectly balanced. Too tight risk tearing the fragile tissue. Too loose could allow a dangerous leak. It is a movement defined entirely by precision, where even the smallest detail carries life-altering weight. Nearly 4 hours into the surgery, every step has been meticulously documented by the nurse in charge. Thankfully, this intricate procedure is now drawing to a close. All the defects have been successfully sealed.
Yes, I am excited because, as you see, to correct it, we have to stop the heart completely from beating. We do the medically induced cardiac arrest so that we can open the heart. And then we identified all the multiple holy heart conditions that were giving him the problems. So we repaired all the holy heart conditions. And I said one of the main arteries, the pulmonary artery that takes blood from the heart to the lungs, was very narrow. And so we had to open it up and allow blood to flow adequately to the lungs. So it's been quite a complex repair, but everything has come up nicely.
As his blood is gradually warmed, Delshad's heart slowly comes back to life, beating on its own once more. An ultrasound probe placed down his chest provides real-time images of the heart, allowing the team to carefully assess every valve and patch. Only after confirming that everything is functioning perfectly is he taken off the bypass machine.
The echocardiogram shows that all the holy heart defects have been repaired, and then the narrowed vessel, we have opened it adequately. So we are very excited. The heart has virtually been returned to normal, like your heart and my heart, and it will allow him to function normally and be whoever he wants to be in the future.
It is all over now, and the surgeons are rejoining the two halves of the breastbone. The soft tissues in several layers have been closed too. He can be taken to the intensive care unit now. Dr. Kwao Ntua-Mensah has just called his father to the ICU, and in moments like this, such a call could mean anything, good news or unthinkable. There is no in-between.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, by God's grace, we finished the surgery for the, yes. and everything went well. The multiple holes, like we discussed, and then the narrowing of the vessel. God bless, everything has been sorted out. We have had an echo in theater, and then it's all healed. Yes. So the nurses will help you. We'd like you to change your shoes, wear a gown, and then you can go and see him. Yes. I'm sure you are relieved and happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, very happy.
I saw something like pulmonary
stenosis. Yes, we have dealt with the pulmonary stenosis. I'll give you a small certificate in cardiac surgery. Good. So it's very good. Yes.
And I'm not grateful.
Yes. They have made it possible.
Yes.
Yeah, they have made it possible. Now he can play with his friends. He can go to school. He can study. He can do anything that he wants. Yes, everything has been corrected. You never know. Maybe he become a president like President Mahama in future. Yes. Good.
Knowing whatever awaits must be faced together. Mr. Likuri brings his wife along. They walk in.
Good morning, Ghana and beyond. It's a Thursday morning, the 20th day in the month of August 2026. So, Clenna and myself, we're just doing the calculation before we came on air, right? Barely 10 days to end the month of August. How August ran like Usain Bolt. Charlie, it simply tells you that we are getting closer to the end of the year 2026. This morning, I just want to remind you that you need to take a look at the very things you wrote on 31st of December. That when you cross over into the year 2026, these are the very things you will be doing. Well, quarter one is gone, quarter two is gone, and it's up to you to take a look at all of that. Find out, quarter three is almost ending as well. Find out exactly the things you have achieved so far and pray and work harder towards achieving the rest of them as well. But this morning, we have a lot of things to take a look at. The back and forth, the attack and counter-attack as far as the gold board issue is concerned is still on. The debate is lingering on right after yesterday's accountability series where the CEO of Gold Board used the opportunity to address what I describe as propaganda and non-factual statements that were issued all hanging around the Gold Board and what have you. Well, Lawyer Sammy Gyamfi clarified a lot of that yesterday. But in a turn of events, the minority in Parliament again issued a statement, right? They say they disagree vehemently with the clarifications made by Lawyer Sammy Gyamfi as far as the Gold Board alleged losses are concerned. Well, this morning we delve into that as well and take a look at some of the fallout or the key highlights from yesterday's government accountability series where the CEO of the Gold Board used the chance to address the nation. We find out indeed what must be done to change the narrative in that regard as well. But as you may also be aware, the month of August is set aside to celebrate Mothers One and importantly breastfeeding. So we get to talk about the importance of breastfeeding this morning. We know that some mothers, Charlie, due to the pain, due to some misconceptions, some myths and what have you, after 1 month, 2 months of breastfeeding, Charlie, they are gone. They won't do it again. This morning, let's get to find out what that means to the baby. If you're not having that exclusive breastfeeding, what it means to the baby. And of course, for how long do you have to breastfeed your baby? Is it 1 year? Is it 1.6? When I say 1.6, I'm referring to 1 year, 6 months, or 2 years, right? Or even more, because I listen to people, they argue that their babies, then they suck some 2 years, 5 months, 2 years, 6 months as well. So this morning, we'll have that conversation on breastfeeding. Trust not to have our guests very much ready for that particular conversation. But this morning, I encourage you to join via all our social media platforms wherever you are watching from, and feel free to drop your comments, suggestions and messages under any of the live broadcasts, and then we'll read them out loud and clear. Our text line is also active. 055-269-7939 055-269-7939 is the number. Feel free to send us a text via that particular number. This morning, the weather temperature is hovering around 26 degrees Celsius. So it's actually 25 degrees Celsius now. It's been drizzling since dawn, especially here in Accra. The other part of the country also experiencing some showers. Yesterday it rained in part of the Volta region as well. So this morning, please be extra careful, especially if you are using the major roads, right? Be very, very, very careful. The roads are very slippery this morning. Ensure you stay safe, stay alive as you step out. Carry an umbrella if you have to, carry a raincoat if you would have to, so you can stay safe from the harsh conditions of the weather. And again, as I have decided to be doing every morning, just to caution our drivers. This morning, I don't know if you have already used that stretch just around Jolu. Is it 235 or 335? What was the name? 335, right? Okay, just around that enclave, this VIP bus caught fire. I mean, it burnt all the way from top to down into ashes. So please, there seems to be some traffic on that stretch. I don't know if it has been cleared, but when I was coming, I saw that on the N1. So please, drivers, be very careful around that area. And please, those who are traveling outside Accra, please meet the cuckoo. Apply all the senses. Apply all the rules and regulations guiding our road usage so that you arrive safe. Remember, the lives of the people in your car solely lies in your hands. So please take them to their destination safely, and you also need to arrive safely. And that's how I welcome you on board to today's edition of the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. The team is ready. We'll just take a quick break. When we return, we delve into the issues. First, we get to talk about the gold board issues. The response Sami Jenfi gave the minority and to a large extent the critics of the government and the gold board in general. We'll also look at the reactions from minority or the statement they issued right after that presser by Sami Jenfi. Stay with me. There is more after the break.
Published by the Auditor General of Ghana discloses an operational surplus of 907 million Ghana cedis and an overall surplus of profit of 5.4 billion Ghana cedis. This is an incontrovertible fact. And today, to settle this matter once and for all, I brought to this auditorium a copy of the annual report and financial statements of the Gold Board, prepared and published by the Auditor General, not Sammy Jemfi and the Gold Board. We don't audit ourselves. Now, if you check page 12 of this report, you will see that the Gold Board on its own, from its own operations, generated total revenue of close to 1 billion Ghana cedis and kept expenditure just around 109 million Ghana cedis. And so that is what we mean by operational profit or surplus of 907 million. It means that if you took all the revenue we generated as an organization and you deducted our expenditure from it, we had 907 million left. Now, because in the 2025 budget statement, government budgeted a revolving seed capital assessed equity for the newly established Gold Board of 4.5 billion Ghana cedis, which monies hit our accounts on or about 30th of December 2025. Those funds had to be added to the revenue of the Gold Board because they were not encumbered, they were not depleted, they were not dissipated. And that is why the overall surplus is 5.4 billion. And this reporting was done by the Auditor General under what is known as IPSAS guidelines. And the chartered accountants and auditors understands this very well. So we brought 50 copies and we are going to distribute to you the audited financials of the Gold Board for 2025 as prepared and published by the Auditor General of Ghana, which puts to rest the false claim that the Gold Board has been making losses. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unsurprisingly, Afenyo Markin and his followers have consciously chosen to disregard the Auditor General's confirmation that Gold Board did not record an operational loss. They now claim that the Auditor General did not have access to the full picture concerning the operations of the Gold Board. This position, ladies and gentlemen, betrays either a crass lack of understanding of how an external audit is conducted or a deliberate determination to undermine yet another independent state institution, independent constitutional body, when its findings do not suit their mischievous narratives. I invite you, the media, you who are the fourth estate of the realm, to check the veracity of this claim with the Auditor General, and you will come to the conclusion that officials of the Auditor General were given unhindered access to all relevant information in the conduct of their audit of the 2025 financials of the Ghana Gold Board. All documents requested by them were supplied, and all queries raised by them.
All right, so thank you for still staying with us right here on WoezorTV. This is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. That's lawyer Sammy Jemfi, the CEO of Gold Board. Yesterday, he addressed the nation on the allegations that have been leveled against himself and then to a large extent the Gold Board or the agency that he heads. Anyway, we'll delve into that. Godfred Amwafo is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Haji.
How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm fine too. How was your night?
I don't know how to describe my nights though, because I didn't know when I slept. I just the lights out.
Yeah, you also had light out.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Oh, then it's a whole Accra thing, eh? Yeah. Or it's a national thing. Because I spoke to somebody this morning from Ho, and the person also mentioned that they've been in darkness since last
we are yet to know whether it's nationwide or not.
Okay.
But those of us in Accra, that's what we experience.
I hope you didn't struggle to iron, to press your shirt. Are you like me? think we need to buy box iron.
I brought my iron, yes.
So that actually came to mind. I mean, I woke up around 4 and I realized there was no light.
Yeah.
Charlie, how go man iron my shadow now? Fortunately, I had this somewhere and I just had to. I was going to bring the iron to the office to do it. Right? So you did yours here. Anyway, you will charge you. But Jerry, use your electricity to iron his shirt. We'll charge him for that as well. But just before we delve into the gold board thing, and you have been following that story, you have always been the reporter there to cover all the happenings of gold board as well. Just this morning when I was coming, there was this VIP bus that caught fire on the N1 around the Joel Enclave. Now, one thing that came to mind, I asked, and it got bent beyond recognition. Like, what happened? They didn't have what's the name? Extinguisher. The other vehicles that were driving past and all of that, they didn't have an extinguisher. Where was fire service? I mean, I was coming to work, so I couldn't stand to ask all of these questions. But too many questions boggling my mind on what I saw this morning. You want to share a word on that?
Yeah. Last time I asked what causes, vehicle to burn.
Just like that.
Yeah. I was thinking it's fuel or something, but I was told that it has to
electrical
do with electrical faults and all that. And so people do not pay much attention to the vehicle. Sometimes they just sitting, they start moving, and they're out of their homes and start. My little knowledge is that you need to check, your water gauge, you need to check everything before you move out. But because we don't have time for ourselves, we just move out. There's a fault. There are some times that you sit in a vehicle and the gate, the throttle gate, to remove, and you have to park for the maid to refix and all that. You see, we know they are aware there are faults, but for them to take, just pay attention to it and fix it, that becomes another issue. So sometimes it's very difficult to even tell what is causing all these things. And this month, like I said, this August month, we're experiencing too much of vehicular accidents and all these incidents. It's a time we need to come together as a country and declare this as an emergency that we need to solve it. Come together and then find a lasting solution once and for all, because in a minute, in an hour, we are losing about 10, 20 lives and all that. Last time I asked a question, which virus in the world can kill people in an hour, like 20 people in an hour? There's no virus in the world by WHO to say that this virus can kill 10 people in just an hour or in 30 minutes. But accident is doing so. We see that. Sometimes we need to go beyond what we are seeing at the moment. We ask ourselves, these container cars we are using or the throttle, they are not used by the manufacturers in their country. They don't use them for passengers. They are for cargo and all those things. Delivery and all that. But we bring the container here, come cut and put it in and use it for human beings. And yet regulations are not working.
So I was going to ask you, you told me that the DVLA says they will be hitting the streets to get out the rickety vehicles, right? But since Monday till today, right? Today is Thursday. We've done 4 days. Wallahi, there are rickety vehicles every day on my road. And the one I used this morning, and the car itself was like this, like a beam balance. Now I don't know how that
one-sided.
I don't know how that directive is going to work and what will be done, because here is the case: you have these cars have the stickers embossed that they are roadworthy. We have the passes. How are you taking them off?
The
is it just like
5 years ago? And they just pay, renew it, and they are okay. So the roadworthy, according to MTT, just checking whether you paid your
the dues or not.
Not checking the vehicle itself.
Anyway,
sometimes
there is a conversation we'll have on Monday. There seems to be some rage on social media with regards to domestic airlines. The ticket in the pricing, the cost involved. Then we also just oppose that to why people would rather ordinarily want to go for what's the name, road than the air travel and all of that. It's a conversation we'll be having as well. But let's talk about gold board. Godfrey. Well, we just played back excerpts of what Sami Jemfi said yesterday. What is happening? What is the issue?
So the issue is coming from the minority who, flagged that there was a report in 2025 by the IMF which says that the good board, the IMF itself that did not direct the losses to good board, but then to the BOG, about $1.7 billion. They decided, instead of finding the right quarters to blame or ask the questions, decided to put the blame on the good board and say that it is as a result of the operations of the good board that is why we are seeing these losses in the books of the BOG. And so that is where the minority started their argument from. And so this is what the
this is the claim by the minority started,
right? Yes.
Okay, so this was what he said in Parliament.
Yes. So the domestic gold purchase program amounted to about 1.7 billion US dollars, which translates to 22 billion Ghana cedis in 2025. But using the date 2025, yesterday, Sammy Jenfe had to respond, and he says that even good board is starting their mandatory work this year, March 2026. So it means that 2025 good board, as established by the Acts of Parliament, was not operating as it should be operating this year.
So per that clarification, that yes, so with what they are saying, the minority is claiming, it didn't happen under the gold board as we know it now.
Mandatory gold board, or the Act of Parliament that establishes
gold board
as we are seeing it.
Because that kick started in March 2026.
Exactly.
But the losses they are talking about is the 2025.
Yes.
Even before gold board became gold board.
Even before gold board started its operation as mandated by the law.
Okay.
You understand what it needs to do. Under the GDPP, what the Royal Gold Board was playing was that they were just buying the gold for Bank of Ghana. So it was just an intermediary. Well, you know what an intermediary is? Like a betweener. So I tell you, oh, go and tell this girl that she's beautiful, I'm giving you 500 cedis to give to me. A good board, all that good board will do is it will go and relay the information to the lady, give the money to the lady. My boss says that you are beautiful, take this 500 cedis. So you can't tell good board that I am the one causing the losses. Because the role I played was just an intermediary. I will go and buy the gold for you and you will go and sell it. I have no say in the amount you will sell it. It is now that gold board is now going to buy and sell with the Bank of Ghana's rate. So what gold board was doing under the initial GDPP, the domestic gold DGPP, the domestic gold purchasing program, was that they will buy. They are not the sellers. So if there are losses, which IMF is saying $1.7 billion, which is 22 million Ghana cedis, then it is not as a result of gold board, because in 2025 they were not selling the gold. So you can't come and tell them that they are, causing the losses that they are seeing in the books of Bank of Ghana. That is the bottom line.
But the bottom line again is that there has been a loss.
Yes, there is
a declaration of a loss.
Yes,
and that has been established.
Yes,
we can't deny. But it is who incurred this loss.
Exactly.
Is that where the issue is?
Exactly. That is it. That's the bottom line. And he further explains that for them, according to the Auditor General's report, Gold Board itself has even recorded surplus profits, 5.4 billion Ghana cedis in that regard. So you can't tell somebody that has recorded a surplus of 5.4 billion Ghana cedis that it is, causing the losses that BOG is making or made in 2025. It's not even 2026, it's in 2025. And so for that one, it is, he has buried that part.
Okay. Where does Bank of Ghana come in all of this conversation?
So now it's now on the minority as to whether they will shift the blame to Bank of Ghana or not. So you ask the questions: how come Gold Board was buying you the gold for you to sell and you made that loss? You understand? Because IMF reports explain how those losses came about. The assay, the operational and all that. And yesterday, I think I have It's 9 pages document that the Sammy Jenfi read yesterday. Apart from he adding his personal issues and personal explanations to 9 pages, that's what he brought, and we have been able to break it down to, 8 points.
Okay,
here at the moment.
But hold on, what we see now is the cost.
Yeah.
What IMF attributed the loss to.
Exactly.
Right, and it says that the IMF attributes the cost to service fees, assay charges, trading margins, off-taking costs, and exchange rate related costs.
And all these come together to make the 17% loss that the IMF is talking about.
Okay.
And now this is Sami Jenfi's response to this. He says that the fee Gold Board received were less than 1%. So what they can put it back. So that we
please bring that back. Bring that back for us. Let's look at it. Okay, this particular one.
Yes. So service fee, right? It means that money was given, plus assay charges, money was given to Gold Board. Trading margins, money was committed to that part. So all come together, and IMF says it's up to 17% cost. Now he explains that if you put all these together, IMF report does not tally with what they have, and they incurred only 1%.
So there seems to be some disparity.
Exactly, and he mentioned it. He mentioned it. So he says that when it comes to the assay fee, which is there, he says Gold Board received 0.258%. Then when it comes to the service fee, they also received 0.5%. And then if you add all these, it sums up to 0.758%, which ramps up to just 1%. And so it is not up to that 17% that the IMF is saying. And so he based his arguments more on the Auditor General's report, which puts Gold Board in the right position of making 907 million Ghana cedis operational profits or surplus. And yesterday, interestingly, when the minority responded in the newsletter, they acknowledged that, but they asked a question. It means that Gold Board made that about 1 million Ghana cedis. That's where they rather put their question to.
Let's have the minorities' reaction. Good. So the minorities' reaction, we just read excerpts, then Godfrey, you can come in again on that briefly. As you see on the screen, the minority, yesterday after Sami Jenfi's presser, they issued on Tuesday. So they say that on Tuesday, 18th August 2026. Now, maybe you can help me read.
Okay, so in response to the statement by Chief Executive of the Ghana Gold Board, on Tuesday, 18th August 2026, the minority in Parliament addressed a press conference on the financial and operational performance of the Ghana Gold Board and on reported losses under the domestic gold purchase program. Today, Wednesday, 19th August 2026, government acting through the Gold Board responded at the Government Accountability Series. The minority has considered the full text of that response and states as follows. The Gold Board statement this morning confirms more than it rebels. First, the loss is admitted. The Chief Executive does not dispute the IMF's finding that there is a loss of $1.7 billion, which is approximately 22 billion Ghana cedis, under the domestic gold purchase program in 2025. He disputes only who should be blamed. This is public money, whichever state's balance sheet it sits on. Second, the fee arithmetic is now on the record. The Chief Executive tells us the Gold Board accounted for about 133 billion Ghana cedis in advances in 2025, and it was paid an assay fee of 0.258% and a service fee of 0.5%. On those figures, the Gold Board earned in the region of 1 billion Ghana cedis in fees from this program. He also tells us the Gold Board posted an operational surplus of 907 million Ghana cedis. The plain implication of his own numbers is that the operational surplus he is celebrating is smaller than the fee income he collected from a program that lost the state 22 billion Ghana cedis. Strip out the agency fees and there's no operational surplus to speak of. This is the point he did not address, and it is the point he must now address.
Okay, hold on to that. Godfrey, this is and keep it on. This is where the minority again is coming from. They have established that, yes, we have lost money.
Yeah.
Where is that money and who incurred that loss? So legitimate consent. Let's not mince the words. Legitimate consent by the minority.
You're right.
We may actually say probably the target is to the wrong people. But again, who is managing that? Because if a document is being presented to you as a handing over note and what have you, of course you need to go through the books to check all of those things. Now the minority again, they mentioned, as now read, that first the loss is admitted. That's what I have said. Second, their argument again is that the fee arithmetic is now on the record, and again they attribute that to what the chief executive officer Sammy Gyamfi even stated yesterday. So again, they are not convinced at all by the explanations and the clarifications made. They rather feel that all that he has said, and indeed they have stated it in the about the 4 points that they have maintained in this particular release, that all the things they are saying has been stated by the chief executive officer in yesterday's presser.
Yeah. So we are not also missing words.
Yeah.
They also acknowledge that good board here did not play any major role in the loss. Because first, good board does not decide how much you sell it. Good board is during the domestic gold purchasing program had no control over the prices of gold. So like I said, it's only acted as an intermediary. Now good board, according to the wisdom of President Mahama, is to set aside a regulator. Now they are performing, it is now this year they've started their main duty. Do you understand? And so you can't blame somebody who was just acting based on commands as an errand boy. Go and buy me this, go and buy me that. You can't blame me for you making loss.
Yeah.
If you give me 5,000 cedis to buy you these shirts, I'm going to the market, I buy you the shirts, and you go and sell it. So good board is buying the gold in cedis, you go sell in dollars. The reason was that we were doing this domestic gold purchasing to increase our reserve. That's why you were selling it in dollars. And good board explained yesterday, I'm saying good board, Sammy Gyamfi explained, point 6, I said we have, divided the whole thing into 8. So point 6, it says that the biggest source of the loss, according to his explanation, which is Sammy Gyamfi, was the exchange rate difference. Now, he says that this is very important point. Sammy Gyamfi says the IMF identified difference between the exchange rate used when the gold was bought and rates used by BOG for accounting purposes. That's why he says that even though there were losses, but they are called the accounting
losses.
It's not as if say Sika and that was a but it's because
and in accounting that is allowed.
Yes.
It happens.
Yes, it happens. I mean, normally it happens. To say you go to the market to buy something at 10 cedis, you come, the exchange rates or some other factors comes in, and it increases the value of it. So that gap comes into play. So that's why he referred to as accounting losses. So when you go into the books of the BOG, you see that there, and that is what IMF also stated. And he asked a question. I think
but you know what? I am worried about the disparity. But what we heard, the IMF's percentage, the quotation they gave, and what he also presented. Where lies the how do we marry the two, or where lies that difference?
He did not dispute the IMF figure.
Yes.
The only one.
But that's not what they have.
No, it's not. You can't. Subscribe it to Good Board. It is solely in the books of BOG. So and yet Good Board now courses are. It is not them. That is the whole argument. Understand? So it's like in between there. MPP is in between here, Good Board and BOG.
Bank of Ghana.
So they are looking at where they can apportion the blame to.
Are we likely to see a reaction from Bank of Ghana?
We should.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana must come out on this issue.
Again, I think that if we are going to end up doing the usual blame game.
And that is where you started already.
Yeah.
We are now looking for who to blame.
Yeah.
But the issue is the loss is there. Now, if it is in the books of BOG, how do you recover? That is the next thing. How do you recover? 2025, IMF stated this and that. According to now, if you look at what's the meaning of ASI, and it's very important that we establish that because after, like Good Board CEO said that now Good Board has started its operational mandate, and within last week, if my memory serves me right, they issued a communique that they are going to start the aggregators. They are going to start a new testing module.
And that will help traceability.
Yes. Now, the testing, that is the ASI.
Okay.
So it's just a term that...
So it also comes with a cost.
And
that has been established.
That was what BOG was paying them to test. So an ASI
and now it's not going to
be a charge for testing and determining the quality and purity of gold.
Okay.
And now Gold Board has established that those sellers will have to use the... there's a term for it, I'll get it for you. They must test it a certain he's brought a certain category or standard you need to use to test. So that cost is not coming back to Good Board anymore. You, the seller, will bear that cost. If you can't, Good Board will bring their own tester and test, and you will pay. So they've cut that cost. That's because that
so next year we are not going to hear anything about assay. So this year, sorry, we are not going to hear anything about assay fees.
No,
incurring costs, loss, and all of that.
It's
okay.
The man has dealt with that.
Okay.
So that is what on that level. There's not going to be any operational fee from BOG because now, Good Board has been given that mandate in the budget, and the reason they started their operations this year is that they did not receive their budgetary money on time. I think December last year or something. Okay. So they had to put operational and all that things in before they start. That's why they started 2026. So operationally, as mandated by the act that establishes Good Board, they started their operations in 2026.
Okay. Godfrey, let me take you to a few of the things that we captured as well. As the Gold Board CEO spoke yesterday or addressed the media, and then maybe you can also come in with a different one. He says that, and we'll illustrate that on the screen. Good. Gold Board was only a buying agent under the domestic gold purchase program. Its role ended at buying gold. It had no role in selling the gold or determining offtake discounts.
Simple.
It is not part of their mandate, right?
Simple. No, this was under the initial domestic gold purchasing program.
The
that
DGPP
one is being led by the BOG. The reason was that we needed gold to increase our reserve. Do you understand? And so Gold Board was giving the money. It goes to the market to buy the gold in cedis, brings it to the BOG. BOG sells in dollars to increase our forex.
Okay. Now, we also gathered one thing he said. What we have done differently is to demonstrate measurable economic benefits through increased gold aggregation, reduced leakages, and intensified efforts against gold smuggling. Right? I'll take that again. What we have done differently is to demonstrate measurable economic benefits through increased gold aggregation, reduced leakages, and intensified efforts against gold smuggling.
Yes, and that is under their mandate.
So
the differently here means that when it was the domestic gold purchasing program, they were just buyers. So that falls under the gold for oil and all those things, domestic purchasing, those areas from 2024 to 2025. Now, what has been done differently, so we underlined it differently to show that there's two regimes.
Okay.
So first, this is what was being done. Now, what they are doing is to demonstrate measurable economic benefit through increased gold aggregation. So they've increased it. Now we are getting a lot of. You shouldn't forget that there are times that Ghana we were producing more gold, but we didn't know where they were going.
Yeah.
People were smuggling them out of the country. So when you go to the international markets, they quote figure of gold that is coming into their country, which we do not have the equivalent value in our country. So that is what.
So we are selling more, but the value here is low. Interesting.
Now we are selling more and
the
seeing
value
where the value is here.
Okay.
And it is a result of the operation of the gold board.
Okay.
So
and I'm happy about the part that he also spoke about the smuggling, and they have worked against that as well. Godfrey, again.
Let me not cut you.
Okay.
I mean, over the weekend, you heard one of the pastors, is it Duncan Williams?
Yeah.
He said that he was in a meeting in relation to the smuggling.
Yeah.
He was in a meeting outside, and the diplomats were talking about the number of gold that coming from Ghana illegally. They were buying, and now because of the establishment of gold board, those illegal gold is not coming to their domain anymore, and so the smuggling comes in. They have stopped it because if you are not licensed aggregator, you can't sell any gold in this country anymore. You'll be traced and
so anybody. So that's where the question of traceability comes in. And I remember I think one of the guys asked yesterday traceability. So Sami mentioned that they will introduce some tech that will check or will run some of these tests to ensure to know where exactly the gold is coming from. But I am not surprised with regards to this smuggling thing. Did you not see a whole documentary that was done? Was it by DW or one of them? That even spoke about the former president and a few others that were indicted.
Wasn't it Al Jazeera?
Al Jazeera, thank you. They were all captured in that particular documentary as far as smuggling is concerned. Anyway, but let me go back to some of the things that we captured. He says that the domestic gold purchase program was designed to prioritize foreign exchange over profit. And he went further to say that policy choice explains why the program did not generate profits from 2021.
Yes.
Because the whole focus was, on the exchange or the foreign exchange rate and however they would change that narrative. Because we weren't doing so well. The fluctuations were just too much in that regard. Again, he says that the gold board model is not anchored on Bank of Ghana financing. Parliament has given gold board the power to raise its own funds from the financial markets. Okay. The reduction in gold board service fee was an act of patriotism and efficiency, not a result of political noise. We were able to reduce the fee because our volumes had increased and gold prices had risen as well. And that was your concluding remarks. I mean, what you said, that we were doing more and getting value for all that we have gotten so far.
So the point you read before the last one, it says that the gold board is no more relying on the BOG. Yes, because now Parliament has given it that money to operate, and so it explains. I mean, gold board is a baby. Would I say is a baby of PMMC? So it used to be PMMC, then it's been converted to gold board because now President Mohammed's wisdom is that PMMC was controlled by BOG. So BOG was funding and everything. I mean, do this, do that, do that. Now we want to give you a regulator, regulator like gold board, who will ensure that what PMMC used to do, giving that burden to BOG.
So in plain language, what Cocoa Board is doing, or what Cocoa Board does with the cocoa sector.
Simple.
That's what Gold Board is doing.
Simple.
With our gold.
Simple. So,
right?
Yes. Simple. Just like that.
Okay.
So but then what we are seeing under Gold Board seems to be more effective, and the volume of money we are getting. Because if you have more reserves, the direct impact is that it moves the chain into your FX. That is why you've seen a stable city. 2 years and you're still around 10 cities or 11 cities.
11.
It's because
the last time we checked was
10.1. Yeah, but we are in
10.89. Okay, so 11.
But Randy, are you not surprised that for the first time
in how many years? More than 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
You inherited an FX or CD around 14 or 15 or 20 cities. You've maintained it at 10, 11.
And that is why the assumption that it is artificial. So you are pumping in to ensure that you keep your inflation on the low side, and then to also control the FX. I mean, this were all the allegations that.
Let's assume that we are not economists, right? You and I are not economists to use the figures, but let's assume if you don't have money, can you pump?
No.
So
that is where the illegal printing comes in.
So have you heard?
You recall the former governor was, accused of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they were.
Yeah, they were printing. Yeah.
So who arrested the illegal printing?
Oh, what country are we in?
So who will have to arrest them? if there is an illegal printing, there must be an arrest and all that. But listen to me. What we have done is that through the good board and this aggregation and all that, we've increased.
When you say we have,
the country.
Okay.
We are not a good. We as a country,
okay.
I mean, we are more. We have increased our reserves.
Yeah,
small money,
and I think that's good.
More dollars.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good for the economy.
Yeah. So the good board gives you the and it's, I don't know why they are attacking good board in this sense, because someone buying gold in cities and giving you to sell in dollars. So imagine that. Let's just assume that the exchange rate you sell and you get the dollars. I mean, used to be high, and you sell a gold, 1 ounce of gold, which then times under the previous regime, 1 ounce maybe will be like $1 million. But because the dollar has, the cedi is now strong and the dollar has depreciated against our cedi, you are getting like maybe $900,000. You see the difference, right?
Yeah.
So when under you, let me use you as the previous regime, you are the BOG, you were selling 1 ounce of gold for maybe $10 million. When you bring it to our cedi, it will be like maybe 20 billion Ghana cedis. But me, under myself, I've managed to reduce the strength of the dollar. The dollar has now depreciated. So when I go to the market and sell, and I get the same 10 billion that you made in 2024, and I come back, the value will reduce because now my cedi has also appreciated. So that is the accounting cost that we are talking about here.
Well, interesting days ahead. And I think that, Sami Jenfi has called for parliamentary probe. He says he is available for further probe, forensic audit. They can even invite him to the Public Accounts Committee for all the questions to be asked.
Nothing will change.
When you say nothing will change,
nothing will change means that the statement will not change.
Because it's
the fact is fact. It is there. It is established. The MPP, they know. And in their statement, they acknowledged it.
Yeah, but I think that their concern also has to do with the loss.
And the loss,
very well established.
Personally, I can even criticize it. I'll be happy and glad to criticize it. But
the statement from them or what? Criticize what? The loss?
The loss. Because IMF brought that report out. Auditor General did the work. Auditor General did the work on the good board. It says that no,
Gold board did not incur
losses. No, Mokramwenya surplus of 5.4 billion cedis.
Okay.
But the loss is in the books of who? Bank of Ghana.
Okay. Well, we were to see what the response from the Bank of Ghana likely will be in the coming days. But we were trying to get that word for the assay or so. Now, this is it. It says that the Ghana Gold Board has announced the mandatory adoption of X-ray fluorescence assay. That was what you were looking for,
yes.
Right? Okay.
Remember you read that news.
That's the standard method for determining gold purity. Oh, okay.
So that is it. Yeah. If you have the details, you can go further and read.
Yeah, so it says that as the standard method for determining gold purity in all gold purchases in Ghana, in a move aimed at improving accuracy, consistency, and transparency across the country's gold trading value chain. It further says that the directive effectively removes the water density method, so it means that that's what they've been using as the definite basis for determining gold purity. Licensed buyers have consequently been strongly advised to acquire suitable XRF equipment.
So licensed buyers will now have the equipment themselves.
So it is no longer going to BOG or Gold Board. or PMMC or whatever.
So in previous day, the gold board will come with their tools and the XRF and come and test it before they buy.
Okay.
Now
that has changed.
You have to buy it.
Okay. And these are the licensed buyers.
Licensed buyers. We are dealing with licensed buyers.
I like that part.
Yeah.
So that we know that we are dealing with, because that even came up yesterday as far as the traceability is concerned.
Yeah.
Because people asked, okay, you are taking where is this gold coming from? Because they had that argument of the increased numbers, perceived increased numbers in the illegal mining sector as well. Okay, but maybe let me just read the last part of it. It says that Gold Board said where a buyer is unable to use XRF because of genuine operational or logistical constraints, because it is obvious it might happen. The water density method may be used only as an indicative measurement. In such instances, the gold ore must be purchased at a minimum of 0.5% purity discount, after which Gold Board will conduct an XRF assessment that will form the basis for the final purity determination and payment. So even giving them that old method, it doesn't give a finality to it.
No.
Gold Board again will do that check.
And Gold Board will not buy your gold at a higher discount if you are unable to detect it. With the XFR, SRF, right? Until it uses its XRF. So after you have used the water density to check it. So you see, this Gold Board, I mean, their work is more technical, and I think that one person asked the question that whatever is being said should be said in the local dialects. We shouldn't be behaving like everybody understands what is happening. Do you understand? Because Gold Board has come to be a critical sector like the cocoa board.
So what was the point?
The point is that the understanding must be down to earth, that the layman can understand.
Okay.
If we are to open the phone lines, I'm telling you that even what we have done here today, barest minimum, somebody might not understand.
Okay.
So we need an education on it. Gold Board must take it upon itself that let people understand, even though their work is not generic, it does not affect everybody directly. There's section of Ghanaians or section of our sector that they are dealing with. It's more like a target group, target audience. But at the end of the day, we have something you call the byproducts. The byproduct affects all of us. Today we are talking about $1.7 billion loss to the BOG. If that sits in their books, what does it mean? Would that even go ahead to render BOG insolvent? And when that happens, can we go to the external market and all that? If not, what will happen to our FX? What will happen to our reserves? So these are genuine questions you can ask. You shouldn't buy gold and sell them at a loss. But that has also been explained, that it's just the disparity between the exchange rates, the difference between the exchange rates that has caused that accounting loss.
Tomorrow, we get to speak more or elaborative on this whole so I want us to look at even where Bank of Ghana comes in, and how do we marry the two and then make amends for the losses. So tomorrow on the dialogue, we'll have an extensive conversation on this whole Bank of Ghana. Item it minority versus Gold Board versus Bank of Ghana, right? Interesting days ahead. But before we celebrate some birthdays, you still have something to add to this?
One point he made.
Okay.
He says that, is it not surprising to receive 133 billion cedis from BOG and we're able to account for every cedi of it?
Yeah. And that's the transparency he's been talking about. Okay. Again, just to wrap up on the XRF thing and the directives given, the board has also directed licensed aggregators to acquire appropriate XRF machines and deploy them to their tier 1 and tier 2 buyers to facilitate accurate determination of gold purity at source. To further strengthen consistency in assay results, Gold Board has prescribed a permissible purity differential of plus or minus 0.05 percent between successive SRF reports for the same gold or transaction. Any variance beyond this threshold must undergo further verification and reconciliation before the transaction is concluded or reported. Finally, the reform is expected to strengthen the integrity of gold valuation at the point of purchase and provide greater consistency in transactions across Ghana's formal gold market.
You see, don't go back. Just stay on that.
I'm here.
Plus or 0.5 purity. And that is the standard. So when our gold, goes out to the external markets, they are viewing our gold as the most pure. Because look, when you say plus or minus, some of us that did the little math, your answer is plus or minus 8. It means that it's not going beyond 8 and below 8. If it will go maybe just plus 1. Now this is plus or minus what? 0.5. It's within range. So this guy is I don't know how to describe him.
Well,
find a word for him.
A genius?
Maybe let's
he threw a challenge, or he threw a jab at Apenyumaki. I wouldn't want us to do like that. But even the last part, and then in the response of the minority, they spoke about the tone. Anyway,
I think the tone wasn't good.
Which
for that
tone?
Samir's tone.
How?
Look, you are public office holder, right? And so if others are going into the gutters, just look up to your president.
Okay.
Understand? You are a public service person.
Don't forget he's still a communication.
I understand, but then in that capacity, you are not responding to the minority as an NDC communicator.
Okay. But you know what? Sometimes it hurts. It's very painful. Why I'm saying this is that you go for sitting here, you know the truth. You know what the books are saying. You know the facts. But again, you know that you have very gullible followers. So you go and lie to them. And then you make me look silly. You make me look as though I am the bad person. I'm sure that was why he may react that way. I agree with you that yes, he's a public figure and he's human.
He sought with smiling face.
Oh, he's human.
And that is what hurts a lot.
Like Shaka said, Mama is a smiling. He's human. You know the truth. And you see, for a fact that few days ago, he had a leading figure of the NPP during one of their campaign, whatever, tell their people that, look, minority opposition doesn't dwell on facts. They dwell on propaganda. I gave up. When I saw that video, I gave up.
The opposition that has to
you get
know
it.
what's going on and keep the
government on its toes. Check. You are going to lie to your followers.
No.
So I said this thing to you yesterday or 2 days ago. Them? Yes, but you see, and that is why I'm disappointed and I have given up. Because my voice can't keep the government on its toes as an individual.
Right.
It is only the opposition. And that is why then we had a stronger opposition in the NDC. They are now the stronger opposition. So if you go out into public domain to lie, you are making some of us feel very stupid. True. Pardon me. But we need to know the truth. We need to know what the facts are. To tell your people that, spread propaganda. Propaganda has in what? So the gullible people, and that's where Godfrey comes in with the education or sensitization, even to the lowest person. If it's going to be in all the languages, maybe we can have that. So maybe on a regular, for us, we played back this video, right, yesterday. We can do that to educate the people or sensitize the public. Right. Else, the very gullible people will go out to town with these lies. Listen, I had to argue with somebody over this. Somebody I know, he knows. Yes, a media colleague. He knows the truth, but he will go and pick this thing from wherever, drop it on a platform like,
you of all people. And that is what they are doing. And so I'm happy that this reaction from Sammy Jemfi came. But Godfrey, understand him. You know the truth. You know the facts. You don't go and stand in front of cameras and lie so that everybody now says. And you see, on top of it, of this, they say that, when a table stand, gold board will deal with you people. How? So in the minds of the laymen out there, they think then some kululubi or something they go on with gold board, which is not true. Rather, gold board is turning the corner gradually.
You see, facts will always stand tall. If you lie and I come in with my facts, humbly let people know this is what's happening.
Okay.
I mean,
And
that would be the discussion. You see?
I like the fact that Lawyer Sammy Jemfi was swift about it.
Yeah.
It was very swift in coming to debunk all their propaganda and all their lies.
To refer to Afeyo Marking as that boy, that guy.
Oh, he said that.
It is what it is.
You see, and
but hold on.
And to say that this is a position that has been held by you mentioned some big, and then you bring it like, you see, Charlie. That part was my lowest. Let me put it. Let me be clear. You see, you need not to be in that position with them.
Exactly, but
you need not to go that level with
sometimes
them.
things must. You must do something.
No, I mean I don't see any justification for it.
Well, but he stated his points.
Afeyo Markins is very intelligent.
We know he's a very intelligent.
He's
no
very
doubt,
respectable.
This boy.
If this thing is being done against Sammy Jemfi, the other one, if the MPP or anybody, any party is in party,
and
in power,
lawyer Sammy Jemfi
would
know the truth and go and communicate otherwise to people, organize the whole press conference to say things that are not in the books.
Has the NDC always reported the factual?
When have you give me an example of any presser we held that wasn't? There
will be some iota of. Understand?
Let me know the iota. So tell me. Give me examples. Take me back. Maybe I've forgotten.
Let me talk about propaganda. Those of us that
maybe I have forgotten.
If you go into the books of communication, propaganda doesn't mean lies. Propaganda, if you are to go back to history, how it started. It started with Christians.
Okay.
It means propagation.
Right.
We are propagating an information.
Okay.
But then it moved into the arena of politics. So we have the white propaganda, we have the ash propaganda, we have the black propaganda. So white means the what?
Tell me, you're educated.
The facts. Now the ash means truth, some form of truth.
Semi-truth, semi-lie.
Semi-lie. Yeah. So you can describe the NPP what they are doing as what? Ash propaganda.
Okay.
There's certain truth with the losses, but the lies are that they are apportioning it to good board. And we have black propaganda. That is total lies.
Okay.
So the black is what the politicians, unquote.
Which politicians?
Politicians stick to and use it.
What propaganda simply means is that it could be images, it could be messages that is tilted to influence opinions. So whether false or truth, once it has that influence on you, that is it. But yes, the explanation is giving the black and white and the ash one. We have come to accept or see propaganda as always lies. We had a whole political party that had a whole propaganda.
Which political party?
Oh, please don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question.
So for me who understand what propaganda, if you tell me I'm doing propaganda, I just look at you like which of the propaganda?
Yeah, so propaganda in its entirety cannot be equated to as false lies. Yeah. No.
So there's a bit of truth.
Yes.
There's a bit of truth lie.
We have a propaganda solely truth. That's what the white propaganda.
Because once it has an influence on you,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's the aim.
And it is true.
It means propagation.
Yeah.
You are propagating something.
So
maybe good body is doing something right, and I choose to propagate it. Multiply it. For people to
that's
know.
White propaganda.
That's white propaganda.
Right.
But the black one, like you're saying.
If I choose to go the other way, say, they are doing this, and that is another propaganda.
So
but
which
I'm
one,
doing the black one.
Which one were your people doing?
Which are my people?
Let's celebrate birthday. We had a whole propaganda secretary.
Yeah. My godfather was once a propaganda secretary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The same person I know?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
He was a
yes.
I have one of our mothers who was in the Council of State. She was telling me about the history of Ayawaso West Wugon, and she told me about how she was propaganda secretary. I'm like, wow. how can a woman, because I know it's usually left for the men to be propaganda.
Yeah,
so during the time of Grandma Kweli, I don't know whether you should maybe read about it. Rebecca Kweli Adote's Ayawaso West will go on court case. Okay. So she was elected member of parliament under the NDC, and she spent about 3.5 years in court.
Dealing with
the MPP were disputing the results. So after that one term, that was when NDC finally lost in Ayawaso West, and God, by his own mercies, brought a John to us in this constituency. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Yes. So Mama Molly was propaganda secretary in Ayawaso West.
But now women can do propaganda than men.
No, you see, I've known it to be very, extremely polished people. She is 83, and you see her, and her nails are red all the time. Perfect lipstick, hair in shape.
Get her for Godfrey for the interview.
No, Godfrey, she will school you.
I'm interested in the propaganda, the propaganda role. What exactly did they do?
They should do.
Yeah, propaganda.
It is so interesting to sit and listen to it. It's always, you would always learn something new.
Amen.
You always learn something new, right? Yeah. Propaganda. If you are bringing it back, some of us will blame you.
Oh, now you guys say it's a how do you call it? General secretary, and it comes down to secretary, constituency secretors.
Okay. But I think we've educated ourselves on this good board.
Yes, I think so as well. But we'll do more of this tomorrow as well, where we get to speak to the very the experts in that field, the financial experts.
We are laymen.
Because there are figures. I mean, and I can't speak to the figures. You may also not be able to speak to what is 0.05% means if you translate that to real value and all of that. The 17%.
We can do the calculation because they were giving 133.
But what I mean is that what I mean is that what does this really mean? To the layman out there in value terms and what have you as well. So we'll do that hopefully tomorrow right here on the dialogue. But now today is 20th, 10 or 11. August has how many days? 11?
31.
11 days. So about 11 days.
So we have 11 days more. You said August has how many days?
Yeah.
So that should be the sum, 31
days. We've done 20 days.
Yes.
Charlie.
So how many days more? 11 days more.
To end August.
Okay. So today is 20th.
Yes.
Who are we celebrating?
Let's greet Boss Jerry.
Oh, I have a message though. Sorry. Before you do birthday, somebody responded to. I sent a message to the. On the conversation we've been having. Solomon Bemu, a mate back in basic school as well. He says that Ghana, we all know the loss. Enforcement is our serious problem. This gold board issue, give the dog a bad name and hang it. Yes, that was what Solomon sent. Solomon, good morning.
And that is normal among the politicians.
Yeah. Really is. But yeah, we'll be fine. Let's come and meet on the dialogue tomorrow and break it down. So if you need,
but do you feel like when Savage JF delivers a speech, it's like another victory for?
Is that what you feel?
I feel like I said a sense of victory. Maybe it'll be any GV.
No, because the man communicates and even to the lay person who doesn't understand anything about gold board or buying of gold, whatever is going on, FX, blah blah blah. He talks and you are able to understand. He's not coming to use jargons on you, and you will get it like
as a proper communicator.
So much. And so if he speaks, why not?
And your party has okay, I'll talk about it later off there.
My party.
He's the communication officer. But he won't contest again.
Is it confirmed?
No, if he wants to contest, he'd have resigned.
Or they are not.
Because the communique that came, or the directive by the National Executive Council says that 6 months to the filing time.
Yeah.
And so the people
and the election is in December.
Have resigned
by now. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's see how it pans out.
Of course. So 20th August.
But I hear that I pick an intel. Something is coming up on Friday.
Okay.
I don't know which group, whether they are going to demonstrate or whether they are going to issue another statement or whether there will be another press conference.
Okay.
Friday, we wait to see.
But talking about demonstration,
the weekend will be sweet.
Yeah, talking about demonstration, shout out to Dr. Samiaye. You know what happened a few weeks ago when the MPP, the minority, demonstrated the democracy under
under threat,
under threat or attack, where they went, and then Madam Nanaya Jantua was sent to the petition, and they gave a piece of their mind. So yesterday, some group of people who only come alive when the MPP is in opposition, call themselves Unemployed Graduate Association, decided to go on a demonstration and got to the presidency. And Dr. Samiaye was sent to receive for their petition. They said they wanted a senior
officer.
So he said he is a senior member. So if they can wait for the person they are looking for to take their petition, fine. But he thanks them for
coming.
Yeah. No room for disrespect.
He left.
Oh, of course.
So did they do the presentation?
I don't know where they went to that petition. They should be there. Okay. And word on the street is that the guy that actually led that demonstration is gainfully employed. So what are you seeking to achieve?
He's a freedom fighter.
Really? But really, I like how Dr. Samiaye went about it.
Well, it might have its own implications.
No, but no. Why do you, just as a member of the government, crying out loud?
You see,
he's a presidential aide. So why would you tell him you want a senior member? As what?
So hold on. You see how Nanaya responded?
Yeah.
Even though she was jabbed, she still stood there and received it.
No, he was there. He was there with them.
And so they said they wouldn't present it.
It's disrespect to him.
Yes.
For the person to walk all the way, Randy, you have been to the presidency before. You know the way.
Now, what I mean is that
how far it is from the main building,
regardless,
to the entrance.
Regardless, regardless, you receive no matter what.
You need not to.
But I think the point they also make. I mean, so you explain to them, because when they asked the same question, Nanaya Jantua. I mean, they wanted, and I remember it was Apenyu Makin. They wanted a senior government official. And Nana had to tell them that, but why? I'm a staffer, I'm a senior staffer as well. I don't know who gives the difference, who a senior presidential officer is and who a junior officer is. But I feel once, even who is the least person here at WoezorTV, whoever is here as a staff of WoezorTV qualifies to welcome anyone that walks in as a client, right? Before you probably hand over to the appropriate quarters. So it is okay that he will react that way, but I feel maybe to a large extent he could have just allowed them
to disrespect him.
It's fine, you're a public officer. Once you hold public office there, people will say all kinds of things.
So they should come intentionally, because they have seen their seniors do it and nobody spoke about it. And so it's right that you
sometimes I mean, maybe they might not even know the person that was before them.
Yeah.
So meaning you don't know who is before you, so you have to
the names they know,
the popular names.
Yeah,
you don't get
it. The names.
It's just like you coming to WoezorTV and you are looking for to welcome you, and you meet Rose.
So because it's Rose, you won't have all their respect.
No, you are not getting it. So they may not. We are not holding brief, but I'm just saying that there could be implications.
Well,
you get it. They will say, but we don't know you.
You don't know me.
I
am coming from the building you need your petition to go to.
What's the guarantee that this petition will be handed over to the appropriate quarters? Yes.
So he could have just
these are the questions.
I am this and this and this and that. If they still insist they won't give it to him,
then
fair.
No, but he spoke about it.
Okay,
he told them
he addressed it and then he just walked off.
Of course.
And the guy asked, so who should you wait?
Did you watch the video?
Your guy,
I didn't see.
They should put mat on the floor.
Anyway.
No, but in the actual administration, would you even cross to see the wall of the president?
But this administration is different.
That is
you are researching.
If you are getting that opportunity, you will treat it with respect and hold it like golden egg.
Now, do you think
you won't go there and wear disrespect?
Do you think if you are in 2028, he would have acted the way he did?
Meaning what?
And in the election year, he would have acted the way he did.
Anyway,
that is election year.
Sami is not here.
Sami wouldn't do that.
Sami is our friend. So
and then you come and
it's easy to get him.
Yeah, I'll find out from Sami what really happened.
Yeah.
We'll put Dr. Samiaye on.
How hard did he try to receive the 89?
Look, we'll work on it. Dr. Samiaye must respond. He must answer calls this morning. Why did he just? I mean,
Samiaye, you did the right thing, no?
No, are the people unemployed graduates?
That's what they call themselves.
Or disabled.
Unemployed disabled graduates.
Yeah. I think they are disabled, right?
So you have done health work. Imagine working in crutches, demonstrating. Then you come. They have brought you savior that is coming for your petition. You will go home and go and learn the right thing, because you don't need help. Really, you don't need help.
Let's do the birthdays.
People leave Dr. Samia. Dr. Samia, kudos. I'll buy Calipo for you.
People have started drinking Calipo.
I know that thing.
Okay. Let's do birthdays, man.
Let's celebrate some birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. 20th August 2026. Celebrate your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Now let's get into our list of celebrants real quick. Nora, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Nora. Enjoy your year. Away from here, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Mr. Autry, it's your birthday, and yeah, this is coming from your brother from Fadama and me to you. He wishes you a great year, an amazing year. So enjoy your year, Mr. Autry. Happy birthday to you. Away from Mr. Autry, who are we celebrating again this morning? Oh, to the city's finest, Zoe. No, how do you mention Zoe? Okay, Zoe Abu Beidu, happy birthday to you, Zoe Abu Beidu. Enjoy your year. Have a great one. Have an amazing year.
How you pronounce it?
Yeah. Oh,
he has a particular style. It's a signature.
She and her bestie and Kasami.
If Zoe is on, you know.
I know, right?
The signature alone will tell you who is on.
We beg. So please forgive me, okay? Forgive me for not mentioning your name like the signature way, okay? I hope I'm forgiven. So yeah, happy birthday to you. And away from her, let's celebrate another amazing personality today, Mrs. Joyce Awa Oklu. It's your birthday today, Mama. Happy birthday to you. We wish you the very best that life has got to offer. And this is coming from Makafui, your daughter, to you. She celebrates you so much, and she wishes you the very best that this year has got to offer. Enjoy your year. Lots of God's blessing and increase in all that you do. Mrs. Joyce Awa Oklu, happy birthday to you. Away from her, who are we celebrating again this morning? To the ever beautiful, ever amazing wife of the one and only Osofo QB, Mrs. Grace Che Buete. Happy birthday to you, woman of God, at the Church of Pentecost, Barikesset District. Happy birthday to you, woman of God. May this year be a great year for you. From Osofo to the entire family, we all wish you a great year and a beautiful year. Increase on every side, and may all that you do in this year and beyond be a great one for you. Great blessing in all that you do. So yeah, Mrs. Grace Che Buete, happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's celebrate another amazing personality too. My favorite brother, my favorite person, my bank on some days, my motivational speaker. He was the only person in the family that used to teach me maths and Randy. If I don't understand the maths, he will do it for me so that I can go my troubles. So yeah, Emmanuel Kote, happy birthday to you, brother. I love you so much, and may this year be a beautiful year for you, maybe a great year for you, maybe an amazing year for you. We love you from EB, EM, Mrs. Quote, and the entire family. We all celebrate you so much. Have a great year, have an amazing year, and yes, cheers to a bigger and better year. Emmanuel Quote, happy birthday to you, brother. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Elizabeth Irene Beatty, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Elizabeth Irene Beatty. If you were really enthused about novels in your high school, basic school years, I'm sure this name is one that you will miss. So, Auntie Irene, happy birthday to you. And on behalf of the entire family, we wish you a great year, an amazing year, and a beautiful one, of course. May the Lord continue to bless this new year for you, and may all that you do in this year be successful. We love you so much, and yes, enjoy your year. Away from her, who are we celebrating again this morning? So, hey, Wani, it's a notable birthday here. So, Daryl Bannerman Martin, a hip-hop artist. Oh, this one they call JB. Okay, I think yeah, it's him. So yeah, happy birthday to you. So yeah, if you're celebrating your birthday today, just know that you celebrate your birthday with Joey B. Yes, Daryl Bannerman Martin, that's his government name though. So yeah, happy birthday to all of you. And yes, let's still have your wishes coming into our WhatsApp number 055-269 7939. Okay, there's another notable birthday. So the former second lady of Ghana, Mrs. Samira Baumia, it's your birthday today too. So yeah, happy birthday to you, ma'am. So yeah, 20th August is quite loaded with some amazing personalities there. So if you're celebrating your birthday today, just know that you share your day with all these amazing personalities. Let's have your wishes to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939, 055-269-7939. Let's share in your special day and that of your loved ones. We take a quick break. We'll be back with more.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Thanks so much for staying with us. Let's settle in for the details of the story. Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman has called for a tax system that raises the revenue needed for Ghana's development while remaining fair, efficient and supportive of businesses and individuals. Speaking at the 14th conference of the Chartered Institute of Taxation Ghana under the theme Tax Reforms and Practice Implications for Businesses and Tax Administration, Vice President Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman said tax reforms must go beyond changing laws. She stressed the need for stronger tax administration, greater use of technology and data, simpler processes, and improved taxpayer education to make compliance easier. Now, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Gyamfi, has rejected a series of allegations by Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin over Gold Board's financial performance and its role in the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series on Wednesday, August 19, Mr. Gyamfi, however, disclosed that Gold Board has raised close to $839 million from off-takers between March and May, with additional funding raised directly from commercial banks and through its own working capital agreements.
Our model to raise advances from off-takers. We were able to raise close to $839 million US on our own from off-takers to buy gold. And all that dollars was sold to the Bank of Ghana. $839 million US that we sourced from our off-takers into our bank accounts at Bank of Ghana, which we offloaded, the FX we offloaded to the Bank of Ghana at the Bank of Ghana reference rate under a forex sale agreement between Bank of Ghana and Gold Board. So that is with off-take advances. Then you have our program to raise money directly from the commercial banks. Because this whole talk about Bank of Ghana financing Gold Board, you need to understand it. It doesn't mean that Bank of Ghana goes and take its own money and give it to Gold Board to buy gold. You see, there is something called intermediation. And intermediation means that there are businesses and individuals in Ghana who need foreign currency dollars to transact business. and economic activity is not able to generate the supply of that dollars in the banking system to meet that demand. So the Bank of Ghana comes up with a beautiful program intermediation and says, commercial banks, if your customers need the dollars, take all their cedis and bring it to me, the central bank, as an intermediary. That is why it is called intermediation. As an intermediary, through an auction. And tell me that you want $50 million from your customers. Then Bank B will say, I want $100 million. Bank C will say, I want $10 million. And bring me that cedis from your customers. Then I will take it as a middleman. The Bank of Ghana is like a middleman intermediary. And I'll give it to Gold Board to convert the cedis into gold. Sell the gold for dollars. And when Gold Board sells the dollars to us, we will give the dollars to you. That is the process of intermediation. And that is what people think, that when we say BOG financing Gold Board, is as though BOG is giving.
On claims that Gold Board recorded losses in 2025, lawyer Sammy Jenfi pointed to the Auditor General's report in defending the institute's financial record.
The Auditor General's confirmation that Gold Board did not record an operational loss. They now claim that the Auditor General did not have access to the full picture concerning the operations of the Gold Board. This position, ladies and gentlemen, betrays either a crass lack of understanding of how an external audit is conducted, or a deliberate determination to undermine yet another independent state institution, independent constitutional body, when its findings do not suit their mischievous narratives. I invite you, the media, you who are the fourth estate of the realm, to check the veracity of this claim with the Auditor General, and you will come to the conclusion that officials of the Auditor General were given unhindered access to all relevant information in the conduct of their audit of the 2025 financials of the Ghana Gold Board. All documents requested by them were supplied, and all queries raised by them in their management letter were satisfactorily answered. This is why not a single, and I repeat, not a single adverse audit finding was made by the Auditor General in its 2025 audited report on the Gold Board, not on imaginary or hallucinatory losses, not on procurement breaches or breaches of the Public Financial Management Act. Not a single adverse finding was made against the Gold Board in the report of the Auditor General on our accounts for the year 2025. The media, I humbly submit, must not condone and entertain the deliberate propagation of lies in the face of.
Meanwhile, the minority in Parliament has rejected Sammy Jenfi's defense of the domestic gold purchase program, saying it raised further questions about reported losses. In a statement dated Wednesday, August 19, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyu-Markin said Mr. Jenfi did not dispute the IMF reported $1.7 billion loss under the program in 2025, but only questioned which state institution bore the loss. He also challenged Gold Board's reported 907 million Ghana cedi operational surplus, arguing that the figures disclosed by Mr. Jenfi suggest the agency earned about $1 billion in fees from the program. Away from Gold Board, the State Housing Company Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding with Absa Bank Ghana to expand access to mortgage financing and contribute to reducing Ghana's housing deficit, currently estimated at 1.8 million units. The partnership is expected to strengthen the link between housing supply and affordable financing, particularly for Ghanaians at the lower and middle ends of the income spectrum. The following report has more.
Limited says tackling Ghana's housing deficit requires more than simply constructing houses. According to the company, access to affordable long-term mortgage financing remains a major barrier, preventing many Ghanaians from owning homes. That challenge is at the heart of a new partnership between State Housing and Absa Bank Ghana. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Managing Director of the company, John Bauer, says while many private developers continue to focus on high-end housing, State Housing is adopting a bottom-up approach aimed at delivering quality homes at more affordable prices. He said the company seeks to price its houses between 25 and 40% below comparable properties without compromising on quality.
With this MOU that we're looking to sign, or this agreement we're looking to sign with ABSA, as you rightly said, we're looking for a partner who is not just talking about helping, but ready to walk that talk. And when I say that, I speak from experience, because in our environment, sometimes the straitjackets that our banks wear makes it difficult to make things happen under our specific circumstances. And I'm hoping that with your long history in Ghana, you know, some of your more international policies and standards have been adapted locally to accommodate the client base that we have, especially the majority of that 1.8 million deficit. And so I'm really looking forward to what we can do together.
For Absa Bank Ghana, the partnership is part of a broader commitment to supporting the real economy and helping close Ghana's housing gap. Edward Nateboche of Absa Bank Ghana said the bank is prepared to bring its financial strength and experience to the partnership.
For us in Absa, it is not just about making money, but it's also about being able to address the needs of Ghanaians, right? So this is a partnership that helps us to do both. Qualify for a mortgage, you just have to show that you are earning an income. Because at the end of the day, there are amounts that you would have to pay every month. To be able to do that, you have to be earning an income. Once you can demonstrate that, then you are on a good path.
For State Housing Company in Absa Ghana, the expectation is that the agreement will move beyond the signing ceremony to tangible results, more affordable homes, greater access to mortgage, and ultimately a measurable reduction in Ghana's housing deficits.
Away from housing, let's come to Accra, where the Accra Mayor Michael Pakwa-Luti has announced new road safety measures for commercial tricycle operators, popularly known as Aboboya, in the capital. He says that from the end of August 2026, all tricycles must have reflectors fitted at the rear and on both sides. The mayor also directed Aboboya and other tricycle riders to stop using the inner lanes of roads as part of measures to improve road safety and traffic management. Mr. Alote warned that riders who fail to comply with the new directive will face the law.
This month, those who drive the Aboboya, the tricycles, all of them must have reflectors, the back and the sides. Number two, they cannot drive within the inner lanes of the roads. If there are highways and there's a side road, they must always use the side road. If there are no side roads, they must drive outer lane with reflectors on, and the ones who are driving the either the tricycles or the Aboboya should put on reflectors. If anybody or any operator decided to go contrary of whatever we are saying, we'll make sure the law will take its course. The trotro drivers, Uber drivers, the taxi drivers, we are pleading with them that you should charge the fees that by law is out there that they are taking. And if they don't desist from this act, that if it's around 4, it's early morning, they will have their own fares. They will change their fares to, if they're supposed to take 10 cedi, take 20 cedi. We are putting a lot of men out there that are going to check. And if we are caught, we'll make sure.
The Accra Metropolitan Assembly, led by Mayor Michael Pakwa-Luti, has apologized to a citizen who alleged that some assembly personnel extorted money from him. Mr. Alote has also directed the money allegedly taken from the victim, Kingsley Boateng, be refunded, while apologizing to the victim during a media engagement in Accra on Wednesday, August 19.
Doesn't charge private cars for stickers. There is nowhere in the bylaws that a private car must be charged. So we apologize to Mr. Kingsley Boateng this morning. We invited him for us to know that AMA is not like that. We are not, the city guards is not taught to go out there and take monies or extract monies from the citizens, from the poor out there. So we are taking the drastic measures and decisions to make sure this will not happen again. So we are apologizing to the general public.
Now, the 2026 Safety African Helmet Initiative Summit has opened in Accra, bringing together road safety stakeholders to strengthen motorcycle safety across Africa. Speaking at the summit, Chief of Staff Julius Debra stressed the need for effective implementation of Ghana's Road Traffic Amendment Act 2025 alongside proper standards, rider training, responsible enforcement and sustained public education. He emphasized that helmets must meet safety standards, fit properly and provide genuine protection in the event of a crash. The Chief of Staff commended the FIA Foundation, TransAid and the National Road Safety Authority and other partners for promoting safer motorcycle transport, stressing that every journey should end safely. Now, Roads and Highways Minister Gavin Kwame Abuja has directed contractors working on the 4 major road projects in the Greater Accra region to either accelerate construction or sustain the current pace to meet their completion deadlines. The minister made the call during an inspection of the Accra-Tema Motorway Extension, Tema Aflau Road, Adenta Dodowa Road, and Dodowa to Afienya to Dowenya projects.
4 major road projects expected to improve connectivity, ease congestion, and support the movement of people and goods across the Greater Accra region. On the Accra-Tema Motorway Extension, work on the 19.5-kilometer Tema Tetekwashi section is about 50% complete, with major works on the Tetekwashi interchange substantially advanced. The minister, however, wants the contractor to increase activity, particularly at night, to recover time lost to design and drainage changes.
A project like this elsewhere will be done 24/7. There's no reason why you cannot work even more in the night than the day. So I'm encouraging you to take advantage of the president's 24-hour economy to do more of the disruptive works in the night and rather scale down during the day and make certain or dedicated lanes available for the public to use during the day.
The minister also inspected work on the Tema Aflau Road, which is comparatively slower, with First Sky section at 23.1% against a 30% target. The Adenta Dodowa dualization is about 65% complete, while the Dodowa Afienya Dowenya project has reached about 45%, with drainage works at 85% complete. The minister commended contractors making strong progress, but stressed the need to maintain momentum, insisting that the contractors must translate that improvement into faster construction.
Right now, where you get stuck today is that side, because the lane is still the existing lane. The point we are making is, why don't you add the service lanes right from the motorway there, so that you open up just as we are doing here. Of course, you have done some work. The traffic has reduced, but let's see more activity towards making sure that we finish this project ahead of schedule.
Government says it expects several of the ongoing projects to be completed this year or early next year. For WoezorTV, Ellen.
Time now for some international news. A landslide at a gold mining area in Zamboy in Western Central African Republic near the border with Cameroon has killed more than 100 people. Videos shared online appear to show a slope collapsing onto a crowd of people at the site as others ran to safety. Adamo Abdon, the mayor of Garua Baula in the Cameroonian border town, told the BBC it happened on Tuesday afternoon. Rescue efforts are underway amid fears the death toll could rise. It is not immediately clear what triggered the landslide at the mine. Abdon said that so far, 107 lifeless bodies have been removed from the rubble. Now, this is the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen Na Oyukwoti.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Now, welcome back for sports updates on the Breakfast Cafe. I am Godfred Amwafo. Let's start from France. Paul Pogba, you know him. So he is a former France midfielder. He has left Monaco after his contract was terminated following just 1 season. Pogba, the 2018 World Cup winner, had a deal with the Ligue 1 side until 2027, but Monaco said it had ended early because objectives set by both parties had only been partially achieved. The 33-year-old played 6 matches for Monaco last season, 5 of which he came as a substitute. Now, the club said representing this club was a great deal for Pogba, and he has also accepted that. Then Pogba saying after the termination that as Monaco is an incredible club, and although he did not play as many games as he initially thought of going to get when he joined the team, he will always be grateful for the opportunity to wear their colours. Pogba joined Monaco last summer after he was permitted to return to professional football following a doping suspension he received while at Juventus. Now, Pogba maintained that it was a mistake and he was permitted to return to football in March 2025 following the Court of Arbitration for Sport's decision to reduce his ban from 4 years to 18 months. The guy is going through a lot. It is our prayer that one of the best midfielders the world has ever seen will bounce back. And I'm looking forward to him getting the club for the upcoming season. Hopefully, you love to see Pogba at his best. But let's talk about Nick Kyrgios. Once said that there was 0 chance he would be playing tennis into his 30s. That's what he said, that he does not see himself going beyond 30 years. But it was at the age of 31, while attempting another comeback from serious knee and wrist injuries, that he tested positive for metabolite of cocaine at June's Mallorca Open. In a post on social media, Keros said that it was a huge mistake for which he takes full responsibility. But he added that recent injuries, he has only played 8 tournaments and won 2 matches since the start of 2023 and have taken a huge toll on him. So even though he was not expecting to go beyond 30, he's now 31, and for him to test positive for cocaine is another issue. I think this is one of the issues that these players have been facing for quite some time. Doping issues and all that. But then you see whether this will be the avenue or the opportunity for him to hang the bat once and for all, because the world was not even expecting him to go beyond 30 years. That's what he told us, that he was never going to go beyond 30 years. And now he's been tested positive for drugs. It means that probably we are not going to see this fantastic tennis player on the court anymore. But then let's talk about Arsenal, because they have agreed a deal worth more than £50 million to sign Aston Villa's defender Ezri Konsa. Now the England international is said to have a medical before completing his move to Emirates Stadium. According to BBC Sports, last week Arsenal had reopened talks with Villa over a deal for Konsa, but still fell short of reaching an agreement. Now, the Gunners then appeared to actually make it a pivotal point and present proposal to Bayer Leverkusen's Gerald Konsa. However, Arsenal refocused their efforts on Konsa and have now struck a deal for the player with Villa. The 28-year-old who joined the Villians in July 2019 has made 286 appearances for the past 7 seasons. Konsa featured 48 times last term in all competitions, scoring 2 goals and contributing 1 assist as Unai Emery's side lifted the Europa League and finished 4th in the Premier League to secure Champions League football for 2026-2027 season. And so Arteta want to beef up the defense, and this will be a good addition to the Gunners. Konsa is coming. Now these are 2 different names. We have Konsa, Konsa. That is what Arsenal is getting the deal, but initially they were looking for Konsa, which is Quansah. So different pronunciations, different spelling, but same pronunciation when it comes to the semantics of it. It's a brief highlight of the player, how he's been defending. As if you're an Arsenal fan this morning watching, that's the defender for you. How he sets in, breaks in, passes and all that. He has control of the ball. He's a ball-playing defender. Very fantastic. And I know that Arsenal will enjoy having him. Look at him pulling Erling Haaland down and all that. So yes, it promises to be a good season for Arsenal. I know Randy will be happy getting this fullback, because Saliba and Gabriel and the rest, probably age and strength might not be there, but this is just a youngster coming to augment their defense. It will be a good season for Arsenal and the rest of the team. But it's a wrap for sports here. I'm Godfrey Amwafo. You know entertainment is up next this day.
we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Welcome to the entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. I am Evergreen Asantua. Now let's look at some headlines in the world of entertainment. Black Sharif previews new music at intimate London listening session. Ohima Mercy launches 2026 Dahila Experience. Youth in Tourism Festival 2026 set to launch in August. And also we have that of Demon Hunters sues Netflix over K-pop Demon Hunters trademark. Now let's look at the details of these stories. And Ghanaian star Black Sharif has given fans and industry figures an early taste of his next musical chapter during an intimate listening session in London, dubbed An Evening with Black Sharif. The session took place at Zora on Tuesday, August 18, where the artist performed unreleased music for guests. The event reportedly offered a closer look at his upcoming project, Son Sharif. As anticipation built around his next release, the listening session follows a successful run in the UK, including Black Sharif's appearance at Davido and Friends concert at Crystal Palace Bowl. So a huge congratulations going out to Black Sharif on this one. I always say that these are some of the things that we love to see. And Son Sharif will be hitting our airwaves very soon, and I can't wait to have an experience on my own. And I can only imagine those who happen to be in that room that very Tuesday evening. I mean, from snippets on social media, you can tell that it wasn't easy at all, and it was a very, very intimate and enjoy. Let me say, people did enjoy. I mean, from the videos you can tell, and it only tells me that we are going to indeed enjoy Son Sharif when he finally gives it or hands it over to us. So Black Sharif, you are greatly anticipated for Son Sharif. Now let's look at what is happening in other news. And gospel musician Ohima Mercy has officially launched the 13th edition of her annual Tehillah Experience. The launch, which happened ahead of the main event scheduled for September 13 at the Royal House Chapel, Oil Dome in Accra. This year's edition is themed Altar of Fire, inspired by the biblical passage in Leviticus 6:13. The event will feature gospel ministers including Sonny Bedu, Francis Amo, Kofi Owusu Pepra, Sisi Chum, Mr. M, and Revelation from Nigeria, and also Michael Mahandru from Zimbabwe. Now, organizers are expecting another major gathering of worshippers for a night of music, prayer, and spiritual renewal. And when it comes to the Tehillah Experience, I don't even have to say much about the Tehillah Experience. It's been happening for how long? 13 good years, and this is the 13th edition. and a huge congratulations going out to Ohima Mercy on this one. Kudos. And you know that this is one of the most, anticipated gospel events, one of the events that Christians, and I'm very sure that non-church goers also look forward to it, because it's a day or a night where you get the opportunity to walk into a room full of, the spiritual uplifting, good music, good people, good energy, just so you can come together, worship God and then praise him. So I'm equally also anticipating for this one, and I can't wait to see what and how this year's Tahira experience is going to turn out, and we are all here for it. So mark your calendars, September 13th, we go in there and we go and have fun. Now let's look at what is also happening in tourism. And the Tourism Society of Ghana, in partnership with the University of Ghana, is set to launch the 2026 Youth in Tourism Festival. The official media launch will take place on Tuesday, August 25, at the University of Ghana, Legon. The 3-day festival will be held under the theme, My Culture, My Pride, the role of the youth in promoting domestic tourism. Organizers are expecting more than 3,000 participants, including students, tourism professionals, government representatives, traditional leaders, and members of the public. The festival will feature a Youth in Tourism Summit, tourism and artificial intelligence sessions, a career forum, exhibition, business fair, pitch competition, talent hunt, and cultural showcase. So mark your calendars as well. August 25, which is God willing next week Tuesday, go to the University of Ghana and then go and have an experience of a lifetime. I always say that you don't have to be out of Ghana to show how Ghanaian you are. You have to practice it here. Start from home. So just make sure that you're enjoying the culture whenever you have the opportunity. You're learning something. As a matter of fact, let me just quickly also chip this in. So there's this current trend on social media where people are saying that it looks like the whole Gen Z thing is taking away our Ghanaianness. Yes, if there's something like that, but you know that these days there's literally a different meaning and a different slang for almost everything that makes us Ghanaian. So please don't do away with your Ghanaianness. Do well to practice it every single day. It's a different feeling when you say you're Ghanaian or when you show us that you're Ghanaian. So have that in mind. Now let's do some international stories. An U.S. Christian metal band, Demon Hunter, has sued Netflix over the use of the name K-pop Demon Hunters. Now the band claims Netflix animated hit, merchandise, and planned global concert tour have created confusion with its own music and live entertainment band. The lawsuit alleges that some consumers have mistaken the Netflix production for the band, with one person reportedly spending $500 on concert tickets, believing the event was connected to the animated K-pop film. Demon Hunter, which has been releasing music for about 25 years, is seeking damages and an order preventing Netflix from using the name for recorded music, live performances, and merchandise. K-pop Demon Hunters has become Netflix's most watched original title, with its soundtrack and characters gaining global popularity. And I must say that I don't know if I should say I'm guilty, but I'm not, because I enjoyed watching K-pop Demon Hunters, of course, on Netflix, but it's just quite unfortunate that there was a whole confusion when it comes to these two brands. And I don't blame them, as a matter of fact, because K-pop has become like a global sensation. Every young child out there is looking forward to K-pop, and mind you, how old am I? And I still enjoyed it. And there are a lot of people who are even older than I am. There are matured men and women out there who love K-pop Demon Hunters so much. Let's not even talk about their musicals, the songs. People play it like they are listening to gospel music and even secular music. So that is how crazy the whole thing has become. So I don't blame the Demon Hunters. They have been in existence for how long? Over 25 years. And then one day you wake up and then there's a brand with a similar name doing concerts, also touring the world, having merchandise, and then what have you. So it's quite chaotic, but I'm just hoping that they'll come to an agreement, and then hopefully we can have a balance with these two bands, because I'm sure that it will hurt a lot of people also out there when they say that they can't use either the K-pop name or there's going to be a whole diversion and what have you. But trust me, once there's something people love, I'm sure they'll find their way out. But I'm here to give you all the updates. So as and when, Netflix hasn't responded to it yet, so when they do, I'll do well to bring that to your notice. But for all of us who love K-pop Demon Hunters so much, this is the current update with our favorite franchise. And also there are a lot of people out there who enjoy the Christian metal band, which is the Demon Hunters too as well. So I mean, the whole difference here is just the K-pop, but at the end of the day, they are all Demon Hunters. So let's just hope that they find their balance, and then the court rules in whoever deserves it, favor. But as I said, I'm here to give you all the updates. So I am Evergreen Asanto. Thank you for watching. And yesterday, Tune Talk happened here on WoezorTV at exactly 2 o'clock p.m. Saturday at 4 o'clock p.m. repeats comes your way. So do well to also put them on your calendar in your notes. And then on Saturday, you watch the repeat. That is if you missed the Wednesday episode. Even if you didn't miss it and you still want to watch it, you can tell a friend to tell another friend. You can also find that on our social media platforms, our YouTube, and of course on our Facebook. I'll see you, God willing, tomorrow. Until then, I always say take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of our programs.